All right, before we get this episode started, after you watch this, if you enjoy it, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and my channel. A big thank you to you for that. Now, here's this week's episode. Our first night up at the cabin after my surgery and after Sandy's doctor appointments, and it's Fire City here. Everybody's got campfires going.
Now, I was a couple of weeks past my surgery and had my follow-up post-op doctor appointment done. And unless I had a problem, my next follow-up was in 6 months. And Sandy's eye pressure issue had stabilized with the use of daily eye drops. So, we had the green light from our doctors to resume our normal activities. Naturally, we both couldn't wait to get back up north. For our first trip back, we went up for a short, extended weekend. We joined up with our nephew Stephen and his girlfriend Justina. They had been up at the cabin since midweek. So, for our first time up, we'd have some company to help if we needed it. Arriving later in the day on Saturday, Sandy and I enjoyed an adult beverage at the campfire, relaxed and grateful we were finally up north. Plus, we enjoyed watching Justina and Stephen doing some dock catching.
Justina's got a fish. What you got, bass? Largemouth?
How do you want to just hold it? That's fine. You good? Yeah. Alright, well that's Justina's. Try to keep the light out of your face. Good one.
Nice.
Ready? One pick?
Dock fishing.
See you, buddy.
Oh, look at the dogs. Where do you go?
Just disappeared.
Good job. Justina working on another one. Second fish. Dock fishing here at night. Got it. Another largemouth?
Same size-ish?
Different one though.
Different fish.
Okay, hang on.
Large, it's just
I'm not breathing. I wasn't. I like stop breathing.
Yeah, largemouth number 2 of the night for Justina.
Nice.
Good to go?
Yeah?
See you, buddy. Thanks for playing. Yeah, it ran into the weeds. Just fucking...
After fishing, we sat around the campfire for a while. Then managed a few games of Yahtzee before heading off to bed.
Anyways, we're out here Sunday morning. It's probably about 6:40. We're on a mid-lake hump at about 20 feet. Drops off into 30 to 50 feet around us. We're going to be pitching for some muskies, smallmouth, walleye maybe if we could come across one. They've been tough to find lately on this particular lake. But we got a couple hours before a thunderstorm comes in, so hopefully the timing is right here. You know, the air pressure change as the barometer changes, a lot of times turn the fish on, and not just any fish, all fish. So we've got our fingers crossed, couple hours of fishing. Maybe we show you some fish in the boat. I got my nephew Stephen with us.
Howdy.
There he is. He's going to be pitching for muskie. I'm going to be casting for bass and have a slip bobber in. So stick with us. We're going to get baits in the water. Hopefully we show you some fish. As you can see, there's nothing around us. But there's a nice 20-foot hump here. Drops off into 30 to 50 feet on the various sides. So we're anchored kind of on the top of this. So on my slip bobber, I've got my standard go-to, what I call artificial live. I've got a 3-inch black and silver Berkeley Gulp Alive. And if you've watched our videos, usually when I take people out, we just want to catch fish. I got a spot on this lake that we go to, and sometimes the fishing is phenomenal. I had everybody out, and I couldn't even get a rod in for myself. The action was so fast and furious. I was trying to keep up with people and helping them out, and it's ridiculous. They work well, so I've got that on mine. Steven's got a slip bobber out in the front here, and he's got regular live bait. He's got a worm on there, Canadian, pinched off. And in the meantime, he's pitching musky baits around further out from the top of this mid-lake hump. So let's see what happens from here. Alright, so let's get you up to date. Here's Steven's musky bait, the Squircle, kind of a perch color.
Yeah, walleye.
Walleye, oh that's right, we got a little white tail on it. So he's pitching that for a muskie while he's got his worm out. He's just resetting his slip bobber. And I'm looking for bass or walleye. And I'm going to throw a Cisco style rattle trap.
Sounds good.
Alright, we gave it about a half hour here on that hump we were talking about, and we come up with nothing. So we're moving to a kind of a rocky bar. Again, mid-lake structure coming out into the lake, and let's see what we can do there. Steven and his girlfriend fished it yesterday. You guys killed it out there on live bait?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, we're crushing.
So let's see what happens out there. Stick with us. We're going to show you fish today, hopefully. Alright, I think I'm going to set up the camera. We got on the second spot, didn't take long. Got a little bluegill here hitting my Berkeley 3-inch gulp alive. Steven had a smallmouth, about how big?
Bluegill.
Or you had a bluegill too? A couple of bluegills out here. So let's see what happens. Oh, he's on another one.
Yep, there's a couple of small ones here.
Yeah, a couple small bluegills we're catching. Let's see if we can get some for dinner. Alright, stick with us. I'll get the camera on a tripod and we'll start letting the camera run. Hey, at this point, I didn't care what I was catching. After my slow start at the beginning of the season, then my layoff from my surgery and recovery time, hey, I was just happy to have tight lines again.
Behavior for them. Just missed another one. Was not paying attention.
There we go.
Alright, little man.
Oh yeah.
Good colors on that one.
Yeah, they're bumping them.
It was weird yesterday. It's like all the rock bass were in one specific area, and then you cast a little bit to the left and you catch a largemouth. But the rock bass were schooled up so tight, it was just, you just pitch in there and just as fast as you can get it out. But yeah, I still saw the giant fish that I want. I saw the biggest fish I've ever seen on, or second, if not the biggest fish I ever saw on Cedar last year.
You're starting to make me a believer. I mean, they hit this, but all of a sudden I got nothing. That's because they got live bait over there.
Another little bluegill.
Since they fixed that place up.
Oh, here's a loon right here. That loon has a tag on its foot too. Holy crap. 2 tags on it. You see its legs?
Oh yeah? Ooh, he's fishing. We're in a good spot.
Yep. I didn't even see him before that.
That's crazy.
I've never seen a banded one.
Me neither.
Those are clear bands.
I had one come after a bucktail. A bright perch colored bucktail. And I'm reeling it back and I thought it was a muskie coming. I said, holy cow, is this thing coming? And I looked, it was going after my...
Yep.
I yanked it out of the water. I got it all on camera. You see the loon pop up as I yanked the thing out. It's pretty cool.
I like that.
Sideways. So, Steven's made me a believer. We were just talking, I'll show it to you on camera. What I do at these 3-inch Berkeley Gulp Alives is I did notice a difference over the years in fishing, and I tend now, when I do put them on the jig, instead of putting them head up like this, like most people would, I actually put them on the side. I don't know if it's got anything to do with it, it's just a coincidence, but I seem to catch more or have more action when I've got them hooked on the side for some reason, I don't know what. But now that the live bait's in here, I had some hits early, but I think the fish know that there's a better meal than a fake one, so I'm going to worms. Let's see what we can do here with some panfish. I don't know, it's just something about me fishing. I'm not getting the action that I normally do. There we go.
There we go. That's decent.
I got the drag set.
Oh, gotcha. Smallie.
Yeah. Little smallie. first smallmouth.
Grab another one.
Settle down, settle down. Here we go. First smallie, little one, maybe 6-7 inches at best. Maybe more like 5 or 6. Going back. Well, that's my first multiple fish day this year.
Yay.
Hey, the first time I put more than one fish in the boat.
I was just trying everything yesterday. I was checking all the bays and trying the shade, the trees.
There we go.
It seemed all to be here.
Another smallie, same size. It's maybe the same fish. Oh, they shook off the worm. That's floating down. You see a big muskie come up and nail that sucker.
Yeah, I was hoping one would eat a rock bass yesterday.
Settle down. There you go. You're going back right away, buddy. Another one, maybe a little bit smaller than the first one. Alright, seeing that we're catching literally smaller fish, but we're landing fish. And for me at least, I've had a lot of downtime this year, so just getting a tight line is making me happy. I don't care the size right now. Between surgery and being sick and my wife being sick, I've had a lot of downtime. This is only my 4th time out on the water fishing, so I'm enjoying the heck out of this. But I don't want to keep showing you guys little dinks. We got enough footage here. We're going to shut it off. We get some decent sized fish. We'll turn them on and show you some individual fish that are decent if we get some. So hopefully stick with us. We'll show you some bigger fish. We were just talking about it on camera. You know you're in the right spot. Oh, it just went down. If the loon's fishing the spot you're at, you know you're in a good spot. There's Stephen. I was just talking about a 10-inch largemouth.
They're getting bigger.
There we go. Stephen's bit again.
Yeah,
Another largemouth.
it's fighting me way better than the other one. Same size though.
Yeah. Couple of nice largemouth. Not too bad. Wisconsin largemouth. Well, like I had said, I just shut off the camera. We started getting action, bigger bass. Here's mine. About a, oh, I don't know, 12-incher?
Yep.
12-inch bass, bigger bass. The largies are coming in at that 10 to 12, 13-inch range now, so going back. That's 8 o'clock, I suppose. Last cast. We'll move. Unless you want to pitch some other baits here. You want to try muskie for a while?
I did, I threw
Oh, you're done?
a few off the drop off. I'm just switching to something.
Okay.
I got a nice, probably the biggest largemouth yesterday or whatever, Thursday on little car on this thing.
What you throwing?
Just a loon pattern little whopper flopper.
Yeah.
But that was my biggest. That was probably 15, 16.
Nice.
Were you guys throwing? Oh, it was a worm you said?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, we were out here just pan fishing and that. And at night too, Wes raised a nice muskie. We were more towards the tip though, you know.
Oh.
And he raised a nice one, fishing for muskie. Yeah. There you go.
Rock bass.
Yeah.
A better size. Slightly
Let's
better.
get the release. Stephen with a rock bass.
Little guy.
There he is.
But
First rock bass. Now we're getting a variety of fish now.
yep.
Alright, Big Fish Bay.
Now at this point, we decided to move and look for some muskie action in a place we call Big Fish Bay. Now in the last 20 plus years of muskie hunting on this lake, that bay has produced the most big muskie action for us.
Alright, new location, Stephen pitching for muskie. What kind of bait you throwing?
It's a MEPS, but I switched the blades out for another MEPS, so it's kind of like a MEPS with the grub tail that I put on there, and then double 5 Aglio blades, I want to call
Yeah,
it.
okay, cool.
That's the perfect gaff.
And I am going to try a bait that I picked up on sale the lizard. I like the fact that this back hook is buried weedless, and it almost acts like a stinger hook here. It's easier, see how it pops up? And then I'm sure if you've pitched weedless frogs, you've seen this setup with these hooks. So we're going to work that. Bass, muskie, whatever will bite.
Now, unfortunately, we came up empty on our muskie hunt. Never even had a follow. And with Stephen and Justina heading for home this afternoon, plus that storm front coming, I was happy to be back at the dock while the weather was still nice.
Well, a couple hours later, and no sun anymore. It's pouring. Glad I covered up the boat before.
After spending a rainy day on Sunday inside the lake cabin, Monday came through dry and sunny. And after waiting out the morning while things dried out, I spent the afternoon doing yard work. Hey, there's always something to do at an up north property.
All right, we're finally back outside. I putzed a little. It's supposed to make the 80s today. And of course, being lakeside, you always got that humidity. So I hooked up our air conditioner here in the living room kitchen area. Okay, next on my agenda is what I like to call my goose poop patrol. Naturally, when we're not here, they like to come up and munch on the grass, and you know, the babies like to be in here because it's good cover. So before I cut grass, it's time to do my goose poop patrol. We're in their neck of the woods. We're in their backyard, so I see people shooting pellet guns at them to keep them off their property and everything else, and it's like, why are you up here? Hey, you got to coexist. You got to pick up some poop. Hey, if you got a dog, you pick up your dog poop. In fact, some people on the bay even train their dog to chase the geese into the water. So take it easy on the wildlife and coexist. Okay, before I start trimming, I'm going to show you what I got to pick up. So, all right, so there's the pile of debris from cleaning up what was left, the two side yards and the front here by the lake cabin. We picked all that up.
Then it was cutting and trimming the grass and blowing away all the trimmings from the cement areas. Plus, making sure I didn't overwork myself after my surgery. I took plenty of water breaks and rest stops.
So, after a hard day of work at the cabin, remember, you can arrive at the cabin as a guest and come up for a week of fun, but if you're an owner, it's not always fun and games. Today was a work day, but it's still nice and warm. A cool breeze, a light breeze blowing. We're out for a sunset cruise. Catch a sunset, so hopefully get some colors and some nice pictures. So now it's relaxing time. What kind of bird is that? I thought that was a heron at first. Is that a cormorant? It's all dark color, almost black with a yellow beak.
Sorry for the shaky video. We were quite a ways off when I tried to zoom in, but I did manage this still photo.
Huh. Not sure what that is. Very cool though. There's the loon. Saw some wildlife tonight. Pretty cool.
And then on Tuesday morning, I fixed up the trolling motor on the bass boat and replaced the taillight on the bass boat trailer. Then later that day, we headed for home. Well, it finally looked like everything was getting back to normal. But little did I know what would be waiting for me on my next trip up north to the lake cabin. So, be sure to join us on our next video as I head up north to do some fishing, to get trail cam set for the fall bow hunt, and to find out just what was in store for me for the rest of the season up north at the lake cabin. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next Rappin' Outdoors 360's outdoor adventure. Feel free to comment below, or if you don't want to comment in the public eye, we can also be reached at rappinoutdoors360@gmail.com. Now, if you know somebody you think might enjoy this video series, please feel free to go ahead and share this video or this link with your friend. And as always, whether you fish or hunt, remember, practice CCR. Catch, conserve, replenish. Make sure that that resource is available for future generations. See you next time, guys. There's Stephen, I was just talking about a 10-inch largemouth.
Yeah, bigger.
There you go.
Same size though.
Yeah, a couple of nice largemouth. Not too bad. Wisconsin largemouth. Just shut off the camera. We started getting action, bigger bass. Here's mine. About a, I don't know, 12-incher. 12-inch bass, bigger bass. The largies are coming in at that 10 to 12, 13-inch range now. So going back.